Hey people, this is XIII and welcome back to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy XIII. In the last part, we continued on in Chapter 9, and in this part, I have tictacs with me. Actually, wait, where did I put my tictacs? They're right here. I found them now. I'm going to spin the camera as I have one, because I meant to have one earlier. And I didn't think of it, because I was not thinking. And I'm having an orange flavor right now. It's one of the 1,000 that I got. It's considerably less than 1,000 now, because I've had so many. But, yeah, now I'm having another. I'm only having one because I don't want to obstruct my commentary too much, because that's one bad thing about the tic-tacs, is that they get in the way of my teeth. And then I can't earn my tongue, and I can't enunciate as well as I usually do, even though I enunciate pretty terribly usually. Especially as you saw in the last video. Oh my goodness, that was terrible. I was mumbling all over. And this is the same day as the last video too, so I don't know, what can you do? But I'm recording I'm recording 4 videos of Final Fantasy XIII today, so that should sustain me for a good 2 weeks. Especially, oh my god, don't dodge. You like dodged my launch 2 times in a row. But yes, if I'm gonna follow my schedule of like, 2 days a week of Final Fantasy XIII and 2 days a week of Majora's Mask, then this is currently 2 weeks worth of material here, and that's great. I actually feel like I've got like a schedule now. I mean, I still have to record Majora's Mask. There's no point in only having like half, because then you know, it doesn't work out that way. So, but yeah, we're doing pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it, and I'm gonna record more Majora's Mask today as well. Actually, today is the day that I do the Snowhead Temple, and I'm looking forward to that too. And I will definitely have tic-tacs with me for that. Although, if my schedule thing is going through, then that will already be up, or it'll be like in progress. I don't know how long that temple is gonna take. Alright, I gotta choose tic-tac because it's giving me like. When I talk with tic-tacs, it makes my voice sound more screechy like that. I don't know. Because whenever I need to like close my mouth, I can't because I have the tic-tac in my mouth. It's the same thing with chewing gum, really. Alright. 1, 2, 3, dead. I really can go to Relentless Assault. I'm not paying attention to this fight. I'm just like surviving merely because of Fang and her awesome tanking skills. Yeah, she's just getting started tanking, but now we're done. But look at that terrible time. 3 stars. Anyway, let's move on. I got an incentive ship in that one, and we want to keep a lookout on the side because there can be treasure chests here. We can just hit this over there. Right here, this battle's pretty fun too. Now, alright, we have the female ones here, and the Huntresses. The Huntress Psychoms are really dangerous. They can buff you and buff themselves and debuff you, and they're really heavy hitters. You want to take care of them right away. Like, oh my goodness. Thank God for potions. Because seriously, we want to get, and I should lubricate them. Let me do that right now. This is the first that we've seen of them. That way, I don't think they're weak to anything. They're normal, because they're human, so they're pretty much normal to everything. I think most humans are. There we go, yeah. And launch you into the air. It's not too bad. Today, I guess this episode's gonna be pretty chill. I mean, we're still in the best chapter ever. But, you know, this chapter it's got so much combat. The battle system is, like, fully evolved at this point. It's just totally awesome. It's so fluid. I'm using my favorite team. It's like, this is amazing. Although, oh my goodness, excuse me. I won't be using this team forever. Like, I'll be using it for, like, everything that's important, I guess you can say. Like, as far as the main fights, pretty much. Except for, like, one that I can think of. I won't be using them for. But, like, I'll be using different party setups for other smaller things. Like, for certain side quests that are a little bit more effectively done if you're more defensive or more offensive, respectively, as opposed to like a super balanced team like this one is. Like, this is the most balanced team you could possibly get. It's not extremely offensive, but it's also it also can still pack a punch. It can pack a great punch, and it's also not extremely defensive, but it can still keep you alive. And that's what I like. It's like the red mage of parties, and I am a red mage. I am a jack of all trades. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, look at that ATB charging. We don't really only have to charge like 4 bars, and every time an enemy falls, like from a launch, the bar also speeds up a little bit, which is really good. So yeah, we're getting there. It's going well. Going very well indeed. Now that fight we actually don't have to fight, because if you go that way, I'll show you on the map. If you go like up north, it actually leads you back to the entrance like of the entire ship, and you can like it provides a shortcut that's entirely useless because there's nothing back there, and it's not like you can go backtrack. Like if this game had some sort of connectivity between the areas, that would be really useful, but it's not. Now we have a lifesaver that actually boosts Lightning's raise spell. Improved raise, and Lightning doesn't even have raise yet. I don't think I gave it to her in the Crystarium, but it'll boost it. But I just use Phoenix Downs, and I don't let characters die, so I'm not going to use it. The Edged Carbine that I'm using now is much more awesome, in my opinion. So we have 2 Huntresses here. This is going to be interesting. How will we approach this challenge? Every fight in this game is a new challenge that you have to approach, and I love that about this. That's what I love about RPGs. It's like in other games, even in Zelda as well. It's like, I mean, that's like Zelda's one downfall. It's like, oh, you see a Tektite, I guess you kill it. You know, you see a Moblin, you kill it. But in RPGs, you have to like approach them with, at least in strategy RPGs, you approach every enemy with a different amount of like a different tactic, and I like that. Not all enemies can be killed the same way. And I mean, I guess in Skyward Sword, one thing I love about Skyward Sword is that they really addressed that. It's like you gotta kill the Deku Babas a certain way and like slash them at certain angles, and I think that's really cool. I really enjoy Skyward Sword for that. It definitely added a lot to the it layered the combat, and I enjoy layered combat. That's why I also like Pokemon, because despite it being like despite it seeming so simple, there's endless possibilities of how you could approach a certain situation. And that's what's so great about Pokemon, and I think that's why like people who don't give Pokemon a chance never really realize that. But because especially in the beginning, when you start, you only start with like Tackle and stuff like that. But once you get deeper in and you have like all these awesome moves, it's like you can like there's so many different ways to go about bringing their HP down, and it's such a great game. It's such a great series. I can't wait for X and Y. Oh my goodness, I can't wait for X and Y. I wish I could like record it, but it's on the 3DS, you know, but that's okay. And I was saving up for a Wii U for Wind Waker HD, but I think I'm gonna have to wait because I just pre-ordered Final Fantasy XIV, and I just pre-ordered Pokemon X and Y, and I still have to pre-order Kingdom Hearts Kingdom Hearts 1.5 HD English. Even though I have the Japanese, I still need the English version, so I can like LP it and stuff in the future and speedrun it in English and play it, like actually play it. Because the Japanese version I've been using pretty much solely for speedruns. I haven't really done a dedicated playthrough of it, I guess. I started it, but I never really did anything with it. And I'd rather just wait for English for that. As well as getting all the trophies, too. So, yeah, that's just me, though. One launch and kill. Awesome. That fight might have taken a little too long, but whatever. It's not going to bother me. We got 3 stars, that's okay. We also got a credit chip, so let's move on down here. Yeah, we're already 8 minutes, but you know, I'm thinking this video will be like a good, what? Oh, yeah, like a good, like 20-25 minute video or something like that. Let's go right behind here. Oh, you didn't see me. You didn't see me. Haha. He didn't see me. It made me pretty happy. Now, these are the Vikings. These guys are, we should lubricate it. These guys are weak to, I believe, lightning and water. Yeah, they are. Okay, so, we actually should go to Relentless Assault for this. And once we start getting some offensive buffs, I think, Hope actually might start getting them soon, now that I think about it. Then we can, once we get, like, in Thunder and stuff, and see, like, and Lightning right now has, like, Aqua Strike and Spark Strike. Actually, the best thing to do with these guys is switch between Aqua Strike and Spark Strike for Lightning, because she's better offensively anyway. So you can just go in the menu and go bam, 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 bam. And the reason why you want to switch is because every time you switch between abilities as a Ravager, you boost the stagger gauge more. As opposed to, like, sticking with the same, like, if I did Aqua Strike for the entire first row, then, or for the entire ATB, then it would still boost it like a decent amount, but it wouldn't be as much as if I had alternated between Aqua Strike and Spark Strike. And that's why it's really good that the Vikings have 2 weaknesses, because I can still apply their 2 times weakness with both attacks. So they're both just as effective as each other. And it's a really great way to kill them in one stagger like that.
Hardly worth the effort.
Oh, I'd say it's very much worth the effort. It's a lot of fun. This chapter is fun, Fang. You are wrong. 320 CP. Crystal Juice is good old Tokyo Damas F4 would say. I haven't actually, like, I hope he's still around. Like, I've mentioned him before. Like, if you've watched any of my old LPs, you know how much I think Tokyo Damas F4 is awesome. I don't know why I'm going for the Raider first. I should really go for the Huntress first. They are the dangerous ones. Yeah, I'll heal you, Hope, don't worry. Yeah, the Huntress is, like, if we can get them staggered and dead, then that's good. And I only have 37 potions. I gotta buy more. I mean, that's a lot of potions, but see how fast I go through them? Now I only have 35 potions. So, let's just focus on staggering these Huntresses. Bam! Okay, now... Oh my god, my ear itches. Okay, good thing I can, like, let go of the controller while the ATB is actually executing. Even though I have a habit of, like, mashing X, even as I'm doing it, I don't know, like, this game isn't an action RPG, but it kind of feels like it sometimes, just because of how fast-paced it is. Oh, we got a heal Fang. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I like the fact that you kind of want to mash X, and it still feels satisfying to mash X, even though it accomplishes nothing, really, because you don't need to mash X at all. You only need to really just press X twice. Like right here, and you're good. You can just not hold the controller until this is done. And now just do it again. But it's not as fun that way. You want to actually, like, mash X and be in the fight, you know? Alright. You know, what would be cool is if, like, after, like, you actually had to, like, mash X to implement your attacks after you've queued them up. That would be pretty cool, too. Because then, like, you could, like, implement them at certain speeds, not just one after the other, but you could, like, do 2 and then hold for a second and then do the second 2. That would be really cool if you were able to do that. That's okay. Alright. Let's kill this Raider here. You've almost got him. Oh, he's trying to inflict pain on Fang. I think pain, like, allows you to... Oh, I forget what it does. It's like you can't... I think you can't use magic, or it's like one of those debuffs that I always forget because, you know, just use a, just use Esuna and you're taken care of anyway. All debuffs are bad, but FF13 introduced some that I just could never for the life of me, like, remember exactly what they affected you with. Like, Pain is a new debuff. I don't think that's ever been in any previous Final Fantasy game. Another new spell is Ruin. Ruin, I think they... Yeah, that was never in any other Final Fantasy, as far as I know. As far as a spell. So... It is exciting, Fang. I couldn't hear you say that, because... I can't hear the TV too loud, but... Yeah. Let's move on. Oh, we got one of you again. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I know you saw me. I wanted to preempt you, but it wasn't going to work out. Let's go after the Raider first. Always take care of the minions. That's my rule. Awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch out for healing because I got 3 people attacking me at the same time, and that's never fun. As far as like you want to stay offensive, but you also need to heal. But that's what potions are great for. Look at that. I needed to heal. What was that? I don't see any healing necessities. I see not a reason to heal now. Alright, there we go. So, yeah, after this, I think what I'm going to do, because this is the last FF13 video I'm recording for today, for sure. And I know I said I was going to be cutting battles, but you know what? I'm just having so much fun. Like, screw cutting battles. And I know for most RPGs you want to do that, but like this is like FF13's Chapter 9 is like like, to me, like, the reason why this chapter is so great is because its battles are so much fun. And there are some battles later, like I said, that are going to be really, really frustrating that I will skip, but we're not really at that point just yet. I mean, some were like, they respawn really fast, there's like no point to fighting them again. And I've skipped a lot of fights in this game in the past, too, so it's not like, you know, that's a problem or anything. But now that I'm more lenient also with going above my 15-minute time limit. I mean, we're at 15 minutes right now, and I'm okay with going to 25 minutes. Because I was such a stickler with that for like such the longest time, and everyone was saying, you know, don't worry about it. And I don't have a time limit, and I was thinking about it, like, most TV episodes are going to be that long, and considering that, you know, I have a schedule now, like, you guys can adjust to that too, and I'll never go beyond a half hour if I can help it. Like, I still like to stick to 20 minutes. I think 20 minutes is like the best time. But 25 minutes is just fine. I mean, if I have to go to a half hour at some point, you know, then I have to do it. Like for a really long cutscene or something like that, where it's just more effective to do so. But, yeah. Anyway, after this video, I'm going to go practice up the Snowhead Temple, because I haven't done it in a while, unless I just did it blind. For Majora's Mask, I mean. Which I could really just go and do it blind, but at the same time, I kind of want to know where the stray fairies are, so I'm not just fooling around. I might not actually practice the temple, I might just, like, look through, like, where the stray fairies are. Like, I have the book I can look at. My friend Cody's letting me borrow the guide that has all the stray fairy stuff, and I don't actually use that guide as I'm playing the LP, but I want to know where the stray fairies are generally, so that way I can go find them and not take forever, because that can mean the difference between 5 videos and 3 videos, and if it's 5 videos of just me hopelessly searching for stray fairies, then, you know, I'd rather know where they are. And I've done it like 3 times before anyway, because I've played the game 3 times. It's just that I don't really remember, that's all. I mean, if it was like a blind playthrough, that would be something different, but I'm not playing Majora's Mask blind at all. I'm very familiar with the game. It's just that the stray fairies is one thing, you know. There's 15 in each dungeon, and there's 4 dungeons, so that's 60 stray fairies. You have to know where each one of them are, and that's pretty crazy. Alright, let's go to Relentless Assault here. We actually haven't really needed to go to a healing paradigm like at all. And that's really good. I think that makes me happy.
And I was just getting started.
I know. 3 stars. Come on, I can do better than that. Oh my god, there's more enemies, so many more. Okay, I actually might start cutting at this point, because look how many more there are in the like up ahead. So, and we have to get all the way over there. So, yeah, I think that's what I will do. Yeah, okay, well, I mean, it's not like I'm cutting now. I'm just gonna cut this fight right here. Alright, and that's one battle done. Now I'm gonna talk for like 5 seconds before going into the next one, which is actually happening right now, so I'm gonna cut again. Goodbye. Okay, now we're back. I actually did 2 fights there. This next one I'm gonna show because it has one of the cool Orion things, and it's the last battle in this room, so yeah, I just figured I'd cut 2 fights and like for the price of 1 right there. Let's take out these Huntresses here, because they are the worst. Oh my goodness. And they like put haste, shell, bravery, and protect on them. It's like, oh, they're so bad. I mean, they're so awesome. And there's like, I wish I had one on my party, you know. They also like they do it really fast. But yeah, we're getting them down, even though they have protect. And blitz, awesome. I want to use the potion though because Fang is getting low on health, and so is Hope. Yeah, I was just thinking, like, you know, like, just looking at this, like, if you didn't know how this game was played, like, it's so flashy, like, what is happening right now? It's just, like, there's so much on the screen, there's so much to look at, it's so fast-paced, it's like, you don't know where to look, like, which bar do you look at? I mean, it's really easy once you know what to do, and, like, it's really simple. I mean, you enter in commands, they fill up, they execute, you stagger your enemy, you know, that's about it, but you know, you don't really realize that. You don't realize how simple all these complex little things can be. And actually, it's still complex. It's just that when you're playing it, it makes sense to you. And that's why I don't like when people say this battle system is slow, because I don't think it's slow. It's so much fun. especially right now. I mean, it's a little slow in the beginning. I will agree with that. But after like once chapter 5 starts, which is like 3 hours into the game, you're good. So I mean, I guess no, it's not like that. It's more like 4 or 5 hours into the game, really. But still. And the combat's slow in every other Final Fantasy game at first too. I mean, look at Final Fantasy IX, and look how great that game is, and how slow the combat system starts out. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. The people who aren't going to like this game aren't going to start liking it now, so there's no point in really mumbling over it. And they're not going to stop me from playing either, so there's no point in them really trying. We're just like this everlasting stalemate. And I can see, like, the people who don't like this game, that's cool. I mean, if you're watching this and you don't like this game, I really don't understand why you're watching it. So you're probably not even hearing me, but, you know, it doesn't really matter. Unless you just like to make yourself suffer. Or if you like my commentary, then I appreciate you, but still. I don't agree with your opinion. Oh, and I can actually go to Relentless Assault here. I can't talk. Yeah. Oh my god, that's a terrible thing. Aqua Strike, Spark Strike, Aqua Strike. There we go. This will stagger him really fast. Look how fast that boosted his stagger gauge right there. This will stagger him right now. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna use a potion while they work on him, and then I'll join in on the fun. Relentless Assault is such an awesome paradigm too. Relentless Assault is arguably my favorite paradigm in this game, just because you can do so much and stay on the offense at the same time. It's just such an awesome paradigm. And you can do so much damage with it too, even though like lightning isn't the commando, and you only have one commando. The Ravagers are pretty powerful, especially like as you get later on into the game. They get really impressive. Like every roll is useful.
Just another battle.
Yep. And that's that. 4 stars, I'll take it. And I'm not amazing, but not bad. Oh, and you have a treasure chest over here as well. Oh, a Pandoran Spear. That's a weapon for Fang. And it improves debilitation and also adds a physical wall. Oh, it actually decreases because I have physical wall 10 right now. I actually will do it though, because I've never done this before. I've never gone for the Pandoran Spear ever. But I'll try it because I like debuffing with Fang a lot, and if it's improved debilitation, then I'll take it.
Attention all crew, code green, repeat, code green. Security forces stand by. Hostile forces on board, code green.
This cutscene is amazing. Just watch it.
Get up! You're being moved! On your feet, scum! You too!
Oh! Attacked by a bird. And then Vanille, look at this. Oh, that's so amazing. Vanille, you're amazing. I wish you did that all the time.
Alright, time to split.
You look great holding
Not
that.
run. There's a difference.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Let's go.
Like, imagine if she had a gun instead of her staff thing. Of course, they find their weapons, and now she's back. She drops the gun.
Do I deserve to escape?
What? You'd rather die?
What?
'Cause that's gotta scare you. Scares me. Scares me so much. I think I might die of fright. So, I push myself to live even harder. I can just imagine Dodge laughing at me talking this nonsense. Right now, I'd do anything to see that smile. Stay positive, right?
Yeah, now Saz is the one cheering up Vanille. That's crazy. Just shows how far they've come, though. Anyway, this is the end of the video. I'm gonna save. In the next part, we'll Crystariumize them up. Oh, excuse me. and we'll make all. We'll make it. We have to customize everybody, actually, even the other team. So yeah, that's the end of the video. I'll see you next time. And it was a great recording session today. I enjoyed recording, even like after so long of not. It was great. All right, goodbye.